Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angie from Burton Avenue and I want to show you how to make amazing things with your Cricut. Welcome to day 18 of my 25 Days of Craftmas series, where I show you how to make 25 different Christmas projects using your Cricut. And I also share the SVG files I use to make the projects for free, so you can make them too. Today I'm showing you how to make this cute Christmas door hanger. These round door hangers are super popular right now, and they're so easy to make. So let's go take a look at the supply list and get started. For this project, you'll need a wood circle, and mine measured about 12 inches. You'll also need stain, paint, and a brush, rope and a staple gun, painter's tape, vinyl, transfer tape, a scraper and weeding tool, Christmas embellishments, your Cricut, a cutting mat, and the cut file. So grab your supplies and head over to your computer. The first thing we need to do is grab the SVG file we'll be using for this project. You can get it for free on my blog at burtonavenue.com. I keep all the SVG files for the projects that I make and share in this free SVG library. These files will work with all kinds of cutting machines and they're free to everyone. Once you're on my site, go ahead and click on Free SVG Files and then Free SVG Library. You will need a password to get into the library, and there are instructions on the screen if you need to get one. Once you're in the library, you can search for the file Happy Holidays. It will either be listed under the most recent projects and cut files or under the category Craftmas 2020 Day 18. You can also use your browser search to find it. Once you've found the file, go ahead and click on it, and the zipped file will be downloaded onto your computer. Now, before we can use this file in Cricut Design Space, we need to go unzip it. To do this, you're going to want to go to the location where your downloaded files are saved onto your computer. Then find that zipped folder that we just downloaded and double click on it. A new window should pop open, and somewhere you should see the option to extract all. Click that and another window will open up. And this will show you the destination where the unzipped files will be saved onto your computer. You need to remember that location because you'll have to get to it once you're in Cricut Design Space. So go ahead and click on Extract, and the files will be unzipped and now are ready to use in Design Space. So let's head over to Design Space and start a new project. Once you're on the Canvas screen, go ahead and click on the Upload button. Then click Upload Image, and then click on Browse. Now you're going to want to find that folder that we just unzipped. Once you find it, double click it, and within that folder you'll see several different file types, and we are going to be using the SVG file. But sometimes these SVG files will be displayed as a Chrome HTML document or something like that. So if you don't see SVG in this list of files, look for that. So select the file and then click Open. Make sure that it's the file you want to work with, and then click Save. And select the design one more time and choose Insert Images. And now the design will appear on your Canvas screen. So the first thing we're going to do is resize this so it will fit on our wooden door hanger. And I'm using a 12-inch wood circle, so I'm going to change the width to 9.8 inches wide, and I will leave the height proportional. The next thing that we need to do is separate these two words so that we can change the color and cut them separately. To do this, you'll right-click and choose Ungroup, and then select all the letters in the word Happy, and go up and change the color from red to white. And then right-click and choose Attach. Okay, so now that word is ready to go. Now select all the letters in the word Holidays, and right-click and choose Attach. Okay, and that's it. And now we are ready to cut out our design. So go ahead and click on the green Make It button. And then this screen will just show us what our design is going to look like on our cutting mats. And you'll notice that it separates the design into two different colors that correspond with the vinyl colors. So we're going to start with the white vinyl. So click on Continue. And once Design Space finds your machine, you'll be taken to this screen. Be sure that your dial is set to vinyl and then go load up your mat. Place a piece of white vinyl on your cutting mat and smooth it out so there aren't any wrinkles or bubbles. Then load it into your machine by pressing the up and down arrow button. Once your Cricut is ready to cut, the C button will light up. Press this and the machine will begin cutting. Once it's finished, press the up and down arrow button again to unload your mat. Then place a piece of red vinyl on your cutting mat and repeat all of the steps. Now that everything is cut, we are going to weed away the excess vinyl. You can use a weeding tool to pull out the tiny pieces inside of the letters. Now it's time to apply the transfer tape. So cut a piece that's a little bit bigger than your designs and place it sticky side up on your work surface. Then put the vinyl on top of the transfer tape and smooth it down. Now you can trim off the excess transfer tape. Now that the vinyl is ready to go, let's work on our wooden circle. Start by applying some stain to the front of the circle. Then use a paper towel to wipe off the excess stain. Repeat these steps with the side and the back of your circle. Allow the circle up to 24 hours to dry. Then place a piece of painter's tape across the sign about 4.5 inches up from the bottom. Then paint the bottom portion of the sign white. You'll need to do several coats of white paint to cover up the stain, and I think that chalk paint works best for this type of project. Once the white paint is dry, pull off the painter's tape. Reposition it so it covers the top of your white section. Now place 2 more pieces of tape above the first piece. You'll want to make sure that they are straight and there aren't any gaps between them. Remove the piece of tape that is second from the bottom and place it above the top piece. Then repeat this step with the next piece of tape. Finally, remove the piece of tape that is second from the top. Now you should have an evenly spaced section to paint red. So grab your red paint and fill in this middle section. Once again, you'll need to do several coats of paint to cover the stain. When the red paint is totally dry, pull off both pieces of tape. Now we're going to apply the vinyl design to our wooden circle. So grab the white piece of vinyl and flip it over and pull off the vinyl backing. Then position it in the center of the red section of the sign. Rub over the vinyl with the scraper and then remove the transfer tape. Repeat these steps with the red lettering. Now we're going to add a hanger to the sign. So flip it over and use a staple gun to attach a piece of rope to the back of the sign. Flip it back over and glue on a pretty Christmas bow. To add a little bit more color, you can also glue in a couple of Christmas picks. And that's it. Now you have a beautiful decoration to welcome your family and friends to your home. Thanks for joining me on another day of my 25 Days of Craftmas series. If you love this project and want to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe so you'll get notified each time I post a new video. See ya!